towards kickoff. Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally.
Sounded cages now. And I feel stupid because this thing isn't even draft champions. Okay. What you doing, Bo?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry.
I guess you're right there, buddy, but you can't stop it.
He will score. Touchdown,
you cannot stop it, boy. You expected to run. How you gonna expect to run in that big?
Home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
What the hell is there a breaking?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. Into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Dude talking or something? If so, I can't hear it. I don't think dude knows.
Out to send this one away following the score.
Oh, damn.
And there's a flag on the play. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles.
Before I forget, so this is like the video.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there
although most of them are not
the
this good because I'm on the trash.
Execute
your
job.
No
you know, this is a video, and I like it's kind of like a broadcast. I like telling up people and like zero people watching.
And one of them
that they target some views on like.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
On second down, here's Wilson.
Oh yeah.
And it's incomplete. The intended target Doug Baldwin. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Yeah, let me know if I should like pick up on like my videos. Like I should start making more often.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
I really don't make them that often.
The screen, it's complete. He loses
I got a project doing. I don't even want to do it. But I gotta do it. I don't want no failing grade. Failing grade isn't acceptable in my house. Ooh, that should have been paid. That would have been a pick six.
And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to
good thing about it is I don't gotta go to like any of
that
other shit. Like, I know it's annoying having that on the other side, on the other side. But I'd much rather not wait like 2 hours to make a video.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, shit. Well, that's my fault. But Vegas, can he do it again? Oh, bitch. Can you do it again, son of a bitch? Can you do it again, son of a bitch?
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, and excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down.
Do that.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And how about this, a fake?
Damn, do that.
This is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were very fortunate this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge, getting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And then
he was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to get to the 31 and nothing.
God damn it, I forgot what I was about to do. I did, found out. Ha 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 ha.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No, it's too big. We'll get a piece of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I ain't trusting it.
So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe a little play action down the road. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs,
dude, Tyler
Lockett, 28 yards. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
At least I know how to do that shit. If I try to get a kicker, I'm good. I'm gone.
And the Seahawks looks like
they never worked.
So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go again with Rawls. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
1st down, this is Rawls. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gauton hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Like, if you like the video, don't forget to comment and or like the video and like and just fucking I wanted to run it this way so bad, but I knew I was like right, so I was looking at it.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
Where am I blocking? So strange.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And Graham's
I got him again.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I got him. That's like the 2nd time. That's so sad.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
I think I am. Hope so. If not, I'm so mad.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
Even though I love
him. Start at the 21-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
No, not a good side here. He is still down on the field, and he's obviously an integral part of this offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, and this is going to be incomplete. You know, partner, 2 weeks ago before the season started, we made our Super Bowl predictions, and I can't even remember who you took. Who'd you take?
I took Green Bay and New England. I went on a limb.
You're looking good.
Listen, I went on the strongest limb I could find. And right now, New England off to a 2-0 start.
I went on an equally safe limb. I went Steelers over the Panthers. Panthers with that Week 1 loss, but Big Ben and company 2-0.
Well, they only lost to the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's acceptable on the road.
Partner, when Christian Michael first came into the league, a lot of people were predicting stardom for him, and it really took him a while to get there. You know, he had to go to Seattle, to Dallas, and back to Seattle. And now, he's looking like a rejuvenated player, although he did have a costly fumble near the end of the game against the Rams.
Yeah, you're right, talking about that Week 2 game. But Rawls injured his leg. He had to come in. He had that fumble, but was pretty good. Had 60 yards on 10 carries as well.
And after the injury to Rawls, he may very well become the workhorse at running back for Seattle.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and puts your defense in a bad spot.
And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards.
A well-executed screen pass. Means the
in
offensive
Seahawks
line is
fan.
bluffed the
I'm
defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
The play clock's running down. Throwing is Wilson, and he finds his tight end, Graham. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do in practice.
And it just like makes me feel bored.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go read option with Wilson.
Dang.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now it's Stephen Hauschka, who won a Super Bowl ring kicking for the Seahawks. Now he's against them. This a 43-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, Brandon.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right
Dang,
now?
Cal.
The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Can't push the whole foul back.
He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right?
Yeah,
so you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if some guy can be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense. You can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much.
Oh, he got me. Oh, I wanted to big hit him so bad. Oh my god. I wanted to big hit that dude so bad. That was bad. He probably fumbled. That was a big hit. Get wrecked. Never do that. I play D. Not anyway. In game. I heard get like murdered.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And this one is incomplete.
Oh, what? I call BS. BS. Daddy man, no. Oh,
and the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
What's wrong with you? More than nothing, what's wrong with me? Over here talking about cracking roaches.
A fake to rolls. Now it's Wilson finding time. The connection made. It's Graham.
Get down.
And he's brought down.
Bro, are you kidding me?
And after that play, we got a man down. A member of the linebacking core. And the medical staff will attend to it.
Weak. Good ass.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Well, apparently do with the substitute.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
Ooh, not get out.
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd
just like in the
down.
Super Bowl. When I in the Super Bowl, when I
the drive, 4th coming on 3rd and 8.
Bro, what the world wrong with you? You sound like a monkey, but trying to eat the potatoes.
On 3rd down, Wilson
I literally couldn't even press square right there.
It's
like, square, you gotta press square. I was
in the
pressing
red
square.
zone this time.
And those first downs do add up.
So I didn't know that person was in our family doing. I was going like this.
Defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Here's Wilson. And he's got
Good
it.
trash.
Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Remember I was going like this?
Jermaine Kearse, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
You know what I'm talking about? I was talking about at the place where we were at that whatever it was. At the thing that like Bobby was on.
Wilson gonna throw for
Ah,
and he's gonna
no,
get and
not
take
today.
him down in the backfield. Just nowhere to
I
run
know he's
that
probably
time.
like
And the try
cursing
for
stuff,
two
but I can't hear it.
is snuffed out. Hauschka now to send this one away following the
Coil.
score.
Her name is Coil. I process.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it.
Trash.
Got
Getting
hit.
home to the ball.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. Another pistol look here. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
2 extra blockers. If they can't hold those 3 guys, I am done. Okay, it's official. Baldwin is too trash for the Seahawks people.
First half in the books.
No hate to the
Okay,
Seahawks.
so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And they're going to have a third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
I'm watching good or not. I'm doing taking that.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some
turn it into a game
by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down. Rolls.
Okay,
and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They set up the screen to Rolls. He won't go down.
Both dudes got ran over. Oh yeah, touchdown, 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 touchdown. I had the one. Are you serious? I gotta choose it though for that though. Option though.
You have to give some credit because he broke some tackles in order to get that big pickup. But maybe it's a little bit more that the lost art of tackling reared its ugly head on that
apparently
play.
there's a play that can actually stop us now.
A big time pickup of yardage.
Not that play.
This one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they...
Bro, why you sneeze on me?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler and it's intercepted.
Oh no, it's 2 yards. Go Boykin. You can do it. Go Boykin. Apparently there's a Boykin.
So they cannot get
Brandon Boykin. Bro, what are you thinking over here? Turn that way. Asshole. Over here trying to get me sick. What's wrong with you? Now you're trying to sleep.
Send this one away following the score.
Dang, that was massive lag.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone.
Never seen lag so real.
Call it the 26-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Ooh, dang. How did he go onto the ball? He just got raked.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson, it's caught, block it.
Oh, no, sir.
And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
On Cam Chester of all people. Even though I did do that to him with Graham on Cam Chester. So I guess it's like...
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
Why the lag all of a sudden?
People plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds
bruh.
And he's brought down after a good game.
What all time was doing jumping if he didn't catch the ball. Trash.
I don't care how many times you tell the story,
Better last year.
it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Now Wilson. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Don't even matter, though.
From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good.
Just like you.
It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
I'm still on it.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Bruh. I didn't even mean to do that. That's good. I was right there.
12-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, conventional football.
That totally did not mean to do that.
Tells us if
Whatever.
you get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff
Dang,
return,
on
that's
his
a
leg.
disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, while we have a second, let's look at the fantasy football world. Some of those guys that were expected to be elite taken in most leagues round one. How do you think they fared?
My partner, I should be asking you because I know you exist in this world in a big way, but it looks like the guys at the top of the list are doing pretty well. Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown was a monster.
Throw it up.
You
know what I'm saying?
Jones, he's coming along really, really well. And then the guys who run the ball, David Johnson in Arizona, boy, he catches it, runs it, doing a great job. And don't sleep on his
dude didn't even catch the ball.
Don't trade him.
And I'm done with this game. Sake. Dude gonna do something? I don't know.
They're giving him the ball out, that's for sure. And then D'Angelo Williams has been excellent. Here's John Ryan now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Escaping the pressure.
Dang, what the world? Bro. That Koya dude could have caught it.
And it does not pay off.
Well, you know, I'm just messing around, man.
It doesn't work out. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
I might have quit if his leg don't stop. It's when the person else is getting annoying.
Put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to
I want to big hit people, but I can't big hit people with his leg. Because they may, like, advance or something. Like, get closer to me. And then I'll be, like, super late. And then I'll just, like, try to tackle him. I don't like that.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
Dude just did that to Sherman. Richard Sherman.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Dude trying to
Jermaine Kearse, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra
and he still
point
missing the
from
field
tying
goal.
this thing
Jeez.
up.
I think he's like trying to do like a challenge or something. I don't think it's a challenge. Because the dude's just that terrible. Something.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Trying to return to my cheesy
last
please.
time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if
I
they
just
can
couldn't even see.
and recover. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
It's gonna make for terrible quality.
One receiver left, two to the right. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try and burn some clock with Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball.
But you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
I couldn't even see that. Oh my God.
6-9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Is it his connection or shit, or something's wrong?
They'll run it here with Michael.
Oh my God. Dude's a truck.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
I ain't even press time.
Nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Really?
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now it's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Wilson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Right now, you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
He was on 45.
They'll look to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh start.
I was supposed to be like running towards the receiver. Spot it. And he stopped.
But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I think the Seahawks have like the, well, they isn't Cam Chancellor on the Redskins or something?
Here comes play number 6 on this drive.
paying attention? Oh.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Rolls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
Was one of my favorite announcers always used to say after a touchdown, give him 6. Now they've got it, but they need 2 in order to tie. This is why teams spend a lot more time on two-point conversions because they've become more prevalent in the NFL.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
No.
Wilson gonna throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have a little bit of time here to get
Please
the
no
field goal
lag
range.
while I'm doing this.
A tie game,
That'd be
you don't want to do anything
really
crazy, right?
helpful.
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the
And look at
clock
that, I couldn't even
get
do
to
nothing about that.
overtime and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Call it a
I gotta
pickup
go. I
of
still got
7,
my keep.
and it's a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh my God.
Now Wilson. And it's incomplete, but there is still 2 seconds
Doing
left in
screenplay.
this ball game. So
Screen.
we'll have one final shot.
Without that leg, I pressed X twice. And that's what
Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so
Oh,
in the
wow,
past,
now it's
we
like
had
just
sudden
going
death.
against me now.
First team
It
to
is gonna
score
be tough.
wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Yeah,
And there's a flag on the field. And Charles.
I don't even care. He can have it. Quality was on it. Oh, that leg. Now this can turn into some. Gosh. And apparently a dude quit and I got a loss for it. On Josh Evans. The guy quit and I got a loss. He just said it right, turn off the PlayStation or something, I don't know. Yep.
boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make.
Press sucks. 81 press. Somebody honking a horn.
Boy, you're talking about a talented player. One of the best around.
I think I should pick somebody else because this is a terrible round. Another one.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a
55 speed.
Trenches, or someone who can really help you out
Dang,
at a
never seen anybody that slow. Jeez.
Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
I'm gonna get that kick for that, but I'm picking Timmy Brand.
In these middle rounds,
Friday,
you have
no,
Sal,
want to
or do you
I
try
want
and
to
push
okay,
your
we
luck?
can jump.
And that's a pick that'll solve a
Thank
lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
In the fullback,
A bit of a surprise there, but hey, it's
Correct.
all about finding value where you can, and in their estimation, this was the best player available.
Oh, Brandon.
I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team.
His trucking is trash. What happened to his trucking? I gotta get this speedster.
Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes in your roster.
Really?
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Always a tough decision.
That's a better round.
Defense. It's all about finding the right
I think he's the best right in the game.
Putting a team together.
But I don't care. I want him. Big hitter. I love big hitters on my team. And another. Ooh.
These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense.
Do I take the honey badger or the
has the more pressing need?
Probably the honey badger.
And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any
corner
holes you
too.
can before it's too late.
Oh, Bobby Williams. Oh my God, Bobby Williams.
Of your line or get that
I don't care.
player
I'm putting him. I'm putting the other guy left in. My team's a 79 overall. 77 offense. Jesus. You're nasty. I know how to compare people. I want blue starting. Tyrann Mathieu, I should put him at corner and have Eric Weddle starting at 360. Because he has like 89 man coverage and like 90 zone. Sneeze on that. Not on me. Wasn't Melvin Ingram on the Gamecock? He has a Team of the Week card. Wasn't he on there in like 2010? Oh yeah, somebody jumped over me when I was trying to big hit him. Like barely. I wanted to shut up rock him when he was in the air. And he had Jimmy Graham. I would have laid Jimmy Graham out. He would have been out for like the season.
All right, Larry, thank you.
Thank
it
you.
is indeed
Playing
time
our
for
team
a
would have got
draft
so messed up.
champions matchup and what is set to be a great
This team is
draft
decent, but my team is better.
matchup in the booth.
I got Mario Williams.
With Charles Davis, and these guys
Yeah,
should
Mario
have a
Williams on.
huge
Oh wait, do you know where 2K
on
is?
the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll.
No, there are like
Let's
games
roll.
that are missing from right there. Like what's called Assassin's Creed or something like there. Like a whole bunch of the games that you brought in are like not there. It's just GTA. In that case. Jeez, and it's still lagging.
Position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game.
All right,
I
guess I'm gonna play this last game in the Madden stream. Cause I was feeling like the stream's like doing with all the lag. It's like all the games are like not right there. I'm gonna burn this guy on this plate.
On first down, Ryan.
Okay, what the actual fuck?
Picked off by Trey Boston, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard
sounds like too OP for like them. David Kessler too much.
The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now Keenum, the grab made by Curse over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm real tempted to in the stream right here, like I don't know.
There. And it'll be first down Eagles.
Let's go.
On first down, Keenum. The Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down.
Oh my
12 yards
God.
there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. The key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value.
This thing will like not fuck up. And this is the first square and triangle.
Because you have
There's a whole bunch of other shit.
And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And the ball is knocked out.
Target. Joseph ran right over the ball. He could have scooped it up and got a touchdown. Like I legit had, I was usering. Joseph ran down. He just straight up kept on going. I'm still kind of triggered right now.
Following the fumble, and right away he lost the football. And it's back down the rookie screen. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive.
There's no way I can challenge it. Apparently you can challenge it, but I just don't know. Oh, I slammed. Oh,
I love it. He dialed things up. Boy, big play resulted for his guys.
Exact. Probably not. But they should make it to where it can be a little bit easier to at least attempt to block it. I literally can't press a button right now.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And tough starting field position here. Now Ryan on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a while.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and they take over all.
Alright guys, see y'all later. I'm about to rage quit this stream.